What is going on, everybody? Shooby Dooby here, back with another video. Finally, I know I haven't uploaded in 12 days. The reason being, online accelerated college. I'm not gonna lie, it's been clapping my cheeks here recently. It is one of the sole reasons I'm thinning in my hair at the age of 22 due to stress from the college work. If I don't get a 4.0 GPA, my dad will end up doing me like this. Nah, I'm just playing. But if you're in college, if you're in university, put your head down, grind, put in your best effort, try to get the best grades you can get. It'll be worth it one day. Moving on to today's video, I will be giving you my top 5 YouTube boxing knockouts. Let's go. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Hitman Slim versus FaZe Temper. Slim's knockout on FaZe Temper really nobody expected. This happened way back on Misfits 001, the first Misfits card, and Blueface ended up pulling out 2 weeks before the fight started, so Slim got the call with 2 weeks notice. And really, this was before Slim was big in the YouTube boxing scene. Sure, he had a couple of fights over in Dubai in the Middle East, but those fights really were one-sided. Slim was put in there against tomato cans. He destroyed all of his opponents with ease, so we really didn't know how to judge Slim's ability yet. Temper was the huge favorite. Slim was the underdog. Nobody expected Slim to win, let alone knock Temper out. And I just remember watching Misfits 001, and this fight was a war. It was sloppy. It was a little bit of like big looping shots from each fighter, very unorthodox. You know how Slim fights. Slim style already is crazy. But the fight was entertaining. It was going back and forth. Slim was finding success, level changing, landing that big right hand. Temper drops his hands with hopes to exchange. And boom, big right hand from Slim knocks Temper out cold. This knockout left everybody with their jaw dropped. Now Slim is one of the faces of Misfits. This fight created a superstar. It was a huge upset and a brutal knockout, landing it at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Salt Papi's vicious KO over Andy Worski. Oh my god, this fight was an absolute mismatch. Granted, it was the first Misfits card and everybody's still trying to figure out the matchmaking. Salt Papi's coming off a dominant dub against Halal Ham. Yeah, this knockout was brutal. We all know it happened like 20 seconds in. You know, using his footwork and throwing a couple feints, he could tell that Andy Worski didn't even belong in the ring with him and took him out with the first combination thrown. Yeah, Andy Worski, look, respect to anybody that gets in the ring, but you could just tell right away from the way he was standing and moving. Either boxing's not for him or he didn't have the best trainers or training camp. The way he threw his jab, it looked like a drunk uncle at a family event, claiming that he used to box back in the day or something. I don't know, dude. Andy Worski's jab was dog shit. Dude, this knockout from Salt Papi, beautiful combination, and it put the whole scene on notice and really started the beginning of the Salt Papi hype train. Nobody wanted to fight him after this. So yeah, that vicious knockout has to land at the number 4 spot. I gotta put this at number 3. Gibbs knockout over Austin McBroom during their first fight on Social Gloves 2. The reason why this knockout is ranked so high is because Gibb was a big underdog coming into this fight. Sure, he just beat Taylor Holder, but there were still a lot of questions revolving around Gibbs' boxing ability because of the Jake Paul loss. Austin coming off of the big W against Bryce Hall, destroying him, made it look easy. D1 level athlete, great footwork. He looked pretty good in there against Bryce. So yeah, that made Gibb a huge underdog. Come round 3, Gibb settles in, perfectly times Austin with a counter punch, knocks him down with a big right hand, and that was the beginning of the end for Austin. And then in round 4, Gibb lands that big overhand right, knocking Austin out cold. This knockout was special for the scene. It really solidified Gibbs' placement in the scene, that he is no longer the guy that fought Jake. He is this new animal, this new beast. Highly skilled knockout. So all that being said, this lands it at the number 3 spot. Sorry I have to do this to you, Temper. I gotta put you on this list twice. But coming in at the number 2 spot, we have KSI's knockout over FaZe Temper. Really quick, I think Tommy, FaZe Temper, deserves a lot of credit for taking this fight. As we all know, Dylan Dennis, the pussy hole, pulled out last minute, and FaZe Temper stepped up as a late replacement. Respect to Temper for taking this fight. He knew it'd be a challenge, but he stepped up last minute and saved the card here. KSI's knockout over Temper was disgusting. It has to come in at the number 2 spot. KSI needed this knockout. Since KSI returned his fights against Swarms and Pineda, he never really got that clean knockout to showcase the world his boxing ability, because you know how Pineda and Swarms were fighting, scared, running away, turning their backs. KSI couldn't land the clean knockout. But this fight he delivered. This was the introduction of KSI's karate stance. And at first I thought it was a little goofy, him like bouncing around in there. It was very unorthodox. But man, did it work. He landed that 1-2 clean, knocking Temper out cold. I like how when JJ landed that 1-2, he kind of turned and knew it was over. It was like a real Sigma moment. Clean 1-2, MVP style, knocking Temper out cold, lands it at the number 2 spot. I think we all knew this was going to be number one. Coming in at the number one spot, we have Jake Paul's knockout over Tyron Woodley in their second fight. If you don't think this is the number one YouTube boxing knockout ever, then you're biased. It won ESPN Knockout of the Year for a reason. I'm not going to lie, the fight was boring. It was sloppy. It was not entertaining up until this round. But when Jake Paul landed that huge right hand and Tyron Woodley fell over like a tree getting cut down, Woodley's lifeless body just fell to the ground. It was an insane knockout, definitely worthy of Knockout of the Year. This knockout separates itself from any other YouTube boxing knockout due to the fact that Woodley was out right after the punch. Before all the other knockouts on this list, the guy's rolling around on the ground, he's still kind of conscious, but no, Woodley out cold as soon as the punch landed. Yeah, that's going to land at the number one spot, rightfully so. So that is going to do it, guys, for my top 5 YouTube boxing knockouts. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you agree, if you disagree with me. More videos will be on the way. Right now the scene's a little bit dry. I'm waiting for Kingpin to start putting out stuff for the semifinals in July. And I'm also waiting for the Misfits 008 announcement. Cannot wait, looking forward to those events. More videos will be coming. Subscribe for more YouTube boxing content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
It rains, panties from heaven.